If you're wondering whether cardio is the best exercise to lose weight, the answer is no. I'll tell you why this is true, and then what exercises you should be doing instead. Cardio, of course, is short for cardiovascular exercise, or low-impact physical activity that gets your heart rate up. We're talking time on the treadmill or elliptical trainer, aerobics, swimming, and so on. Cardio has its place, but it suffers from one big drawback when it comes to fat loss. While you're engaged in the activity, you're burning fat, but that stops when you stop. Cardio is endurance activity which burns from 300 to 400 calories for every hour of activity. So to burn off a pound of fat each week, you'll need to put in around 10 long hours of training. And that's assuming that you don't eat anything extra to power you through those long sessions. So yes, you can burn off fat this way, but 1, it takes time, and 2, if you stop the sessions, the weight will return. I used to be an aerobics class instructor, but once I noticed that none of my students ever lost any weight, I stopped. I realized we were all just wasting our time. What I did next changed everything. Soon, I was no longer struggling with my weight. I was no longer spending long, breathless sessions that robbed me of my time and energy. What I discovered was that long sessions of cardio do the exact opposite of what is required for efficient fat burning. Cardio was destroying my muscle. It's true, when you train for too long a period of time and do so with low-impact movements, your body will break down both fat and muscle to meet energy requirements. After all, if you don't need much muscle to perform the movements, why would your body elect to keep it around? The answer is, it won't. But muscle is dynamic body tissue. It burns nearly 3 times as much energy at rest as fat does. A single pound of muscle will burn around 20 calories of fat each day. Doesn't sound like much, does it? But it means that an extra 10 pounds of muscle will burn 20 pounds of fat over the course of a year, and does this around the clock. Whereas your cardio fat burning comes to an end when you finish your session, muscle burns fat at a slow and steady pace, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. When I changed from my aerobics activity to strength-building exercises that stimulated muscle growth, my body began to change, almost effortlessly. Sure, I had to put in some time at the gym, but not the long hours I had grown accustomed to in the aerobics classroom. I could put in 3 one-hour sessions each week and still build muscle. Soon, I was able to fit into my skinny jeans without having to struggle to do it. I changed my eating habits, but it was the muscle I added to my body that accelerated the process. So what's the best exercise to lose weight? Any exercise that will stimulate growth of the largest muscles in your body. This means exercises that target the legs and the back, which are the biggest muscle groups. I recommend the deadlift as the perfect full body movement, and the squat, which will build your thighs and hamstrings. These 2 exercises will give you the most bang for your buck when it comes to stimulating muscle growth in the shortest amount of time. You probably won't see any change in your body weight to start with. As you lose fat, you'll also be gaining muscle. But you will notice definite changes in your body, real improvements to the way you look. Later, as the ratio of muscle to fat increases, your rate of fat burning will climb. At this point, you'll begin to see your muscles appear as your body gains more definition. The process takes time, but it works. Provided, of course, you know how to go about building muscle and how to adjust your nutrition to make the best use of your new strength training techniques. So, if you're in need of a little guidance and would like to make steady progress toward your ideal body weight, here's your chance to begin the journey, starting today. With my No Excuses Body Makeover program, you'll discover how to reshape your body without having to starve yourself or drastically change your way of life. If you're in need of fat loss strategies that simply get the job done, come join me now at noexcusesbodymakeover.com.